Here we go. Welcome, everybody, to the Noisy Fox stream. I want everybody to have a very good day for the rest of your day if you are in the afternoon times, or maybe if it's a little later for you, for the people on the other side. I hope you had a good day, and I hope you will have a very good day today, because today we're about to get deep into it. And at this point, I'm realizing so many things at the same time. It's kind of like I'm moving through time at like the speed of light, and so many things is happening, and I'm realizing so many things. And one of the things that I'm really starting to realize is that any world we want, we can actually create. And all we have to do is focus on that path every day. And I had to make sure my mic wasn't off. And what I'm starting to realize is the more and more that you focus on something, whether it may be anything, it could be something that you really want to do. Like maybe if you want to make music, you focus on that every day, it will eventually start to happen. And maybe it's not music, maybe it's what business you want to do, or a YouTube channel you want to start, whatever it may be. That world that you want to create, you can manifest it by working on it every day. And I'm starting to see that it could be anything. And with this anything ability that we have, we are truly powerful. So this is why I call this stream Stay Focused, Learn About Self, and Improve Every Day. And another thing that I wanted to ask was, we have 24 hours in a day. That's a lot of time. It truly is a lot of time. And in that time, you can spend doing something that empowers you, doing something that helps you, doing something that serves you, doing something that gives you energy, doing something that is in line with the vision that you want. That is a lot of time. And even if one has worked, work is not the whole 24 hours. And if you look further, you have 24 hours every week. And you have 24 hours every month and every year. So if you start to look at the amount of time you spend doing something that helps you or doing something that doesn't help you, if you just look at the time that you spend in those 24 hours, you'll start to see how much energy you're giving things that either help you or don't help you. If you spend all that time going to a job every day, 9 to 5 every day, and you feel like you have to go, although we believe we need it, that feeling of, I have to go to work, I have to show up. Why doesn't everyone put the same amount of effort and energy into doing something that they love? You gotta stay focused. And this is why they distract us so darn much. If you look around you, it don't matter where you are. You can pick up your phone. Where is my phone? My phone is gone. I have no idea where my phone is. But if you look at everything around you, let's say you pick up your phone, you pick it up, and you have all of these things, all of these buttons, all of these applications, all of these apps, all of these, whatever it may be on your phone. There is so much ways to captivate yourself, put yourself in captivity through entertainment. What I like to call entertainment, I don't like to call it entertainment, I call it entertainment, because that's truly what it is. You're entering a prison. And this entertainment is putting you in a constant state of giving yourself that energy to what they call procrastinating. You are entering detainment, because think about the last time you did something you think is entertaining. What is it doing for you? And why does it captivate you for these long hours? All of these long hours you spend on something that isn't serving you. That is why I call it entertainment. Because if it's not serving you and you give it so much energy, eventually, what are you going to be? You have 24 hours every single day. Make sure you are staying focused. Make sure you are learning about yourself. And make sure you are improving yourself every day. There is no other alternative. Because if you don't improve, if you don't stay motivated, if you don't stay focused on the world that you want to create yourself to be a better person, if you don't focus on that, then what else is there to focus on? The only other alternative is the world you want and the world you don't want. Because at the same time, if you look at the amount of choices you can make in life, you have a set time, a set date, or a set event that says, you know what, this physical body is now not strong enough to withhold the world it wants to live in now, so it must leave. That day, that event, eventually we're going to ascend. So on this life, you have to make sure you're living your best life. There is no other alternative. It's either you keep going forward and you become someone who says, you know what, I'm proud I did myself better yesterday. Or you progress through life and you're like, oh, I wish I could have done that. Oh, I wish I should have been with that person. Why wish when you can create the world you want? It takes focus. If you have a clear set idea of what you want it is, whatever it could be, if you have a clear set idea, and it's so powerful, y'all, it's so powerful. If you have a clear set idea on the world you want to create, you will start to realize that being present with this journey every single day will lead you into another step to get closer. And also, what's interesting is the only thing that's stopping you is you. If you run into an obstacle that is like too strong for you, if you run into an obstacle, whatever it may be, I don't even have my vibes on. Whatever obstacle you are thrown in life, you have the power to overcome it. We humans have built so much. We have built cities, we have built roads, we have built highways, we have built so much. And when you look at the size and the architecture of all these things, you start to say, damn, well, that's damn beautiful. Someone had to have the idea of that vision, and they did it. We humans are so powerful. And I swear, when you look at just the things around you, you start realizing, whoa, hold on. A human created that. If a human created that, and I am a human, I must be able to create something just as amazing. But why do we live in a world where people still go through a life that they know they don't want to be in? I have known people who live in a world where they go to work, and this work is something like McDonald's, something like Ross, something like all these other paying jobs that aren't necessarily the highest. But the point is, you look at them and you're like, how old are you guys? You guys are old. And whenever I look at this, I'm like, okay, I know for sure they are not happy to be there because it shows. When was the last time you went to a fast food restaurant like McDonald's? Wherever it may be. And the person was just so content. Because most of those people I see, they don't seem happy. And when I used to job in one, I don't call it work. When I used to job in one, you could see the faces, you could see how they treated other people, you could see how they treated themselves. And it's like, you know, these people aren't happy. But you see, this is what happens when that's the world you want to create. When you know and you have a clear idea of the world you want to create, you're going to create that world, because you're going to start seeing that every time you focus on that world, it takes consistency. And it takes the discipline, it takes the focus, and it takes a lot of letting go of things that you don't need, that aren't in line with that reality. You got to stay focused. You got to stay motivated. You have to stay educated about yourself, because when you start listening to yourself and when you start learning about yourself, you start to become more educated about yourself. So if you start to become more educated about yourself, you can start to see how you work. You can start to see what you need. You can start to see what you're lacking in. And I'm seeing that to learn about self, you have to literally be by self. And that sometimes may take a little sacrifice for a temporary time. And this is why you will see a lot of motivational speeches, inspirational videos, whatever you want to call it, on YouTube disappear for a year, disappear for 6 months. Work on yourself. They're referring to temporarily sacrificing for a temporary time your outside world, your outside distractions. Because if you can spend the same amount of time people do on TikTok exercising, which one makes you better? You have to think about those things. And those are the things that you have to stay focused on. The things that you want, the world you want to live in. We can't keep talking about the world we live in or the world we want to live in, and then the next minute start to manifest the complete opposite. If you spend all your time working on the world that isn't in line with the world that you want, you cannot manifest the world that you want. And by you, I mean the spirit. You cannot manifest that you want world, the world that you want, if you are manifesting the world that you don't want. But the thing is, they have us addicted to a world that we clearly don't want. If you want to live in a world that is suitable for you, it takes consistency. It takes the desire. You have to really start to ask yourself, you know what, right now, am I in the world I want? Am I in the world I want? It takes the realizing that there has to be a change. There has to be a change. If the world you live in right now is not the world you want to be in right now, then you have choices. You can either continue right now where you are and continue to manifest the world you are in right now, and that may not be where one wants to be. Or you can go the complete opposite and say, you know what? The world I'm in right now is not suitable for the world I really want. So let me start to realize first that I'm not there yet. And then focus on a plan. There has to be a plan. And I started to realize, hold on, I need to put on my vibes. I put on everybody else's vibes, but not my vibes. Hope y'all enjoying the vibes. Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't even put on the vibe. I thought I did. Oh, man. But you see, when you start to realize that there is something wrong with your present life and there's something you want to change, then you can only focus on the world that you want. If you don't want to choose the world you are in right now, then choose the other one. Have a plan. What I'm starting to realize is dreams can actually be real. It's like a world inside of your sleep, your meditation, that you created in another reality. Because you can be there and you can create that world. You can create it. So it's like, if I can create that, and that's the world I want, what are the steps? It's a plan. It's a plan that we all miss. What's the plan? You gotta stay focused. You have to learn about yourself. And you have to keep learning about everything else. Everything. Because it's time that we start to realize there actually is something we want. There actually is a world that we want different. There are so many people who is deciding to live in a world that they don't want. They're clearly not happy. There's so many people who's willing to do that. But if you know that there's a problem with the world like that, then you understand that there's something you gotta do. There's something you gotta do. What is the world that you want to create? What does that look like? What does that look like? If you don't know what it looks like, you don't have that visualization aspect to it. So it's going to make it a little bit more cloudy. What I started to realize was that just saying something isn't enough. It's not enough. You have to say stuff. You have to prove it to yourself. You have to visualize it. You have to create it. And you have to see it. And I started to realize that the more and more senses you create, or not the more and more senses you create, the more and more senses that you expose to your world, the one that you want to create, and you work on yourself, things start to happen. It's amazing what humans can do. If you know someone who helped in assisting building a house, a highway, planes, whatever it may be, these amazing things humans can create, you're like, hold on, he created something like that, and that is amazing. Why can't I do the same? If a human created something amazing, and you are human, why can you not also create something amazing? The biggest thing that we live in, inside of this construct, matrix simulation, whatever the case may be, whatever people want to call it, when you start to realize that you live in this world that's created by something else, someone else, group of else, you start to realize, hold on, they created this. This is pretty big. This is pretty vast. This is pretty organized. This is pretty cool. You start to realize, hold on, I'm human too. Why can I not create something great too? You have to have proof, is what I like to call it. You like to have proof that something is possible, whatever it may be that one would want to attain. You have to prove to yourself, prove to your senses, that the world that you want to live in, the world that you want to create, is possible. And this possibility comes from belief. You have to believe your world that you want to live in is possible. And when you show proof to your senses, it starts to become a belief. When everybody starts to believe in something, it becomes truth for those believers. So when you believe something, you deem it as true. The sky is blue, not because it's blue, but it's because it's been marketed to the vast majority of human beings that the sky is blue. So the sky becomes blue. Actually prove to me that the sky is blue. Actually, universally prove it. Because last time I checked, if I close my eyes and I look at where the sky should be, it's not blue. What even is the sky? What is blue? What is anything? What is anything? So we have to understand that belief makes something true. That's what you have to start to utilize to your senses. Icy Lucids, thank you so much for joining the chat. I'm grateful for you, sir. Do you remember me, Law? Yes, I remember you. Man, that was a long time ago. That was such a long time ago. Yes, but I remember everybody. I remember everybody. For the biggest part, I do remember everybody. Some people actually have not been here in a minute, but I remember everybody that has came back and everybody who's here now. So I am grateful for everyone. Thank you so much. But how are you doing, Icy Lucids? How are you doing? Today we talking about staying focused, learning about self and improving every day, because I feel like there's so much things that we need to talk about, because every day I look at life, I'm like, there's always some way to improve. There's always some way to improve. So it's like, if you don't spend your time improving, then what else are you doing? What else are you doing? And this is what I was talking about in terms of belief, because belief is the only thing that is true. There is no such thing as a universal one fact. I'm starting to realize that these glasses are only glasses because I was marketed that these are glasses. But are they actually glasses? What is this? What is this? Is it actually glasses? So it's like, that's how powerful belief is. Belief makes things true. Belief makes things real. And this is why feeding beliefs to your senses can manifest the world you want. Icy Lucids, I was in a bad place and you gave me a lot of hope. So I got up and started going to the gym, and I have lost 5 stones. Oh! I feel much happier and positive now. Thank you, 5. Oh my god! I'm so happy for you, man. Wow. 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 Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Congratulations. Oh my gosh. Icy Lucid. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. Keep it up, because that's what you got to keep doing. You have to keep improving yourself. There is no other choice. And this is why you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. If every day you look at 24 hours of your day, what world do you want to create? What world do you want to create? I used to be the type of person who would spend all day playing Borderlands. Where does that get you? Nowhere. It doesn't get you to the world that we all want to live in. I know for a fact, not everybody in the world wants to work at McDonald's for the rest of their life. I'm not saying anyone is, but it's an analogy as to the reality that some people want to live in a constant state of unhappiness, because there are truly people out there who are not happy. And you have to understand yourself, and you have to be truthful with yourself. Are you actually where you want to be? And where that is, wherever it is, how do you get there? Steps, plans, motivation, belief, visualization. That world you want to create, it has to be a belief for you. And that belief becomes true. Icy Lucids, you're a great person. You're a great example. For everyone who's in the chat, I'm not sure how many people are in here, but Icy Lucids, he started going to the gym and he has improved his life so much better. From the last time we met, I think it was you and someone else who was also in the chat. I'm not going to disclose who this person was, but I think it was about someone who had problems with their divorce, or not their divorce. Their mom and dad were divorcing, and it was putting them in a bad spot. And that type of improvement that you can make from the bad times and the times that you aren't your best, that type of improvement, you can become something great out of it. You can. And Icy Lucids, you are a great example. Going to the gym and taking better care of himself, and he's feeling great and much more positive. If he can do it, so can you. Anything is possible. Anything. And I truly mean this. I'm not just saying it. You have to understand, someone amazing that they call a human built those roads. If you are a human too, then why can't you do something just as amazing? It doesn't even logically make sense as to why you can't create any world you want. It doesn't make sense. Don't listen to anybody who says you can't do anything, because it doesn't make sense. There's too much proof out there that someone called a human is making amazing things. Last time I checked, you are a human too. It doesn't make sense. Don't believe me, but start to understand. You are just as amazing. Everyone is. There's no excuse. There's no reason. There is no blockage in the world that says you can't create something just as amazing as those cities, as those buildings, as those roads, as being as buff as Arnold Schwarzenegger, as being as rich as Elon Musk. Whatever world you want to create, you have to understand that they are a human too. Are you a human? Or are you inhabiting a human? Or do you have a physical human carcass? Whatever it is people may identify themselves with. That same person is just like you. If you can't manifest the world that you want, it's because one chooses not to. I can't, it's impossible. It's literally impossible to not manifest the world you want, to live in the world you want, if you focus on it. If you focus on the world you want, it's impossible not to acquire it. It's impossible. It's literally actually impossible. Why? If they are human and you are human too, why can't you be just as amazing? It comes down to a very logical sense. And this way everyone can understand it. But you have to understand why you can create any world you want. It's because you are so damn powerful. It's just that simple. You actually are so powerful. But they got you focusing on the world they want. They got you focusing on the world they want. Not the world you want. This is why people live a world that they don't want to live in. This is why you see so much unhappy people. This is why you see so much committing suicide. This is why you see so much people having depression. All of these mental health issues. If you focus on the world they want to create, the only world you live in is their world. It's common sense at this point. It's common sense. If they're human and you're human too, why can't you do amazing things too? It can be very simple into understanding things. And I think when you keep it with the simple, when you keep it with something everyone can relate to, everyone can understand. If you throw in difficult practices and you throw out difficult sayings and you throw out difficult teachings, whatever it is, I think the best way for people to really and truly understand things is to keep it simple. Keep it something everyone can relate to. You are a human, and another human created something amazing. And why can't you do it too? In this way, we can look at things much more simpler. And I love to stick to the things just around me. At this point, the internet, it's not as reliable as real life. What someone else may say in a book, it's not as reliable what they may say in real life. What's taught in a university is damn well sure nowhere near as close, which better than learning in real life. Because when you go through life, you get so much hardships, you get so much challenges, you get so much lessons. And it happens so fast, but it's real. And you can see it all the time. You don't need someone to tell you what heartbreak feels like if you've gone through it in real life. And the beautiful thing about life is it throws you certain things that you need to become better. You got 24 hours in a day. How are you becoming better every day? How are you improving yourself? 24 hours. It's so much time. But why do people waste it? If the world you want is not the world you focus on every day, you will manifest the other alternative. But if the world you want to manifest is what you focus on every day, you can only manifest that world. You can only live in that world. It's literally like a math equation. If you think about it, this world works with math. When was the last time you saw someone who went to the gym every day and they didn't come out ripped? They didn't come out with a six-pack. They didn't come out with arms buffed. They didn't come out healthier. When was the last time? You don't see it. It's because everything you do is supposed to work. This is why I'm saying anything is possible. Anything. It truly is. And I'm not coming up here like a motivational speaker, because some of those people on YouTube, I ain't gonna mention names. A lot of those people, and I'm not trying to put bad mouth nobody. I'm not trying to. But from my view, sometimes, because I used to love motivational videos, I would look at these and I'm like, they keep saying the same thing. You can do this, you can do that, but where's the how? Where's the how manifest? Where's the how? So it's like, people like that, we want to know the how. But you got to realize it's possible because everyone else around you can do it. Everyone can manifest. You, every single day, are becoming better or are becoming worse. If you are eventually going to come to that point where they call death, why not make it your best? Why not? Why not? If you can do anything in this planet, then why not make it your best time? Why not? There's no other reason why not to. Every day, you got 24 hours. How are you improving? And we got to look at these things, y'all. We got to. We really have to look at these things. And the first thing that I found comes to realization and noticing there's a problem. There's a problem. What's the problem? Okay, do I want to keep living in this problem? Okay, so if I don't want to keep living in this problem, what are the steps to the solution? And then continue through those steps, continue through those plans, and it will always work. Always. Because the universe always wants to see you win. And the moment you want something, it starts to conspire in your favor. Now you can get it. It will always happen. The outcome you want. The outcome you want to manifest, the world you want to the world you want to live in, it will always happen if you keep going for it. You got to stay focused. You have to stay motivated. You have to stay inspired. And you have to stay educated. You have to keep going. There is no time for TikTok for 3 hours. There is no time for Instagram for 4 hours. There is no time for Netflix for 6 hours. There is no time for going to the bar. There is no time for hanging out with people who don't help you. Why? The time is now to keep doing what you need to do to live the world you want to live in. If you want a six-pack, every day has to be focused on that reality. Otherwise, if you don't focus on it, it cannot happen. The universe just wants to throw you tests just to see how big your resolve is. How badly do you want that world? Keep at it. Don't give up. Understand that motivation is temporary. Discipline is forever. Motivation is useless. We don't need motivation. We need plans. Plans. That's what we need. Plans. We need to stop the distracting. We need to stop the things that don't work for us. We need to get rid of the people who are not good for us. And we need plans. What is your plan? You have to have a plan. This is how you manifest. And you live the world you want. You gotta have a plan because it's always going to work. It's always going to work. You have to. You have to stay focused. You have to stay inspired. You have to stay motivated. You have to stay educated. There's this weird journey that you just go through. As you start to improve and you start to see things happening for you, it's a weird world. You start learning all these different things. You start going through these different trials. You start meeting these different people. You go through this huge journey of change, and then every day you keep going at it and you start to learn different things, and you go through bad days. It's this weird journey, but it always makes you better. If you go through a bad situation, you can learn from that situation. How much time did that save you from learning? It saved you so much time. You have 24 hours in a day. You have so much time. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Let me tell y'all. 24 hours or a day? Which one sounds more longer? 24 hours. 24 hours sounds weirdly longer than a day. Like if you say, "Oh, I'm going to Florida for a day." But then if you also say, "Oh, I'm going to Florida for 24 hours." 24 hours, yes it does. Why? It's the same thing, but I don't know. But it's so much time, y'all. It's an unbelievable amount of time. How are you spending it? How are you improving yourself with that time? Improve. If the world you live in right now is not the world you want to be in, improve to the point you see the world you want to live in every day. You'll get there. It always happens because the universe always wants you to win. It always wants you to win. So, with that being said, I hope all y'all have a great day. Everyone, please have a great day. Have a great night, whatever time it is for you. I didn't even know I have that command still open. If something makes you smile, seize it 1000% to find your true purpose. First quote ever added. That was a powerful quote. If something makes you smile, seize it 1000% to find your true purpose. Your true purpose is the world you want to create. There is no one world you're supposed to live in. The only world you can choose to live in, that's your true purpose. Everything you're doing, you're supposed to. Your true purpose is that world you want to live in. Whether it may be good or bad, it's the world you wanted to live in because you made that choice. So what world will that be? Make it your best, y'all. Make it y'all best. Come on. Come on, you gotta make it your best. And with that being said, like I said, I hope y'all have a great day. I'm gonna end it for now. And y'all know the vibes already. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all already know I am on TikTok now. Tickety tuck your time down the drain. That's why they call it TikTok. I am also working on getting on Spotify podcast, not playlist. Spotify podcast, where I will eventually have a Spotify podcast. Can't be on Twitch, at home, or on the road. Incoming cringe ad. Can't be on Twitch or YouTube while you're on the drive to job. Put on Spotify. Cringe ad. Oh my gosh, cringe ad. But that is coming, and I hope y'all have a oh wait, hold on. I gotta Twitch. Okay, there we go. And for all the people who want to donate, they want to see more about me, they want to check out the socials, that is all on my about page on this thing they call Twitch. So with that being said, I hope y'all have an amazing day. And I'll see y'all later. Bye bye, Icy Lucids. Congratulations on your transformation, man. Keep it up. Keep it up. Bye bye, everyone. Have a great day. Peace.